And we are live. Hello. I almost forgot out about Discord. Notifications. But it's we're about to go to the last week of stream. Means for me. From my current apartment, that is. What I'm trying to say is, I'm going to be moving in the near future. So as such, I am saying that next Sunday's stream is up in the air. So anyways, this game stood out for me because, well, if you haven't figured it out, I'm quite partial to city builders. So, but this one was a first-person one, so it struck me, so I figured, why not? And hey, I did have a lot of fun with the president, so... And that was a demo.
My big brother, Gilbert, died at, as Churchill called it, the British Empire's finest
In
hour.
the
He was a
skies above the isle, aces in exile prevail.
Which lasted for months, seemed to herald the end of the kingdom. Our victory only limited the scale of German air raids, which were carried out only at night during the Blitz. The number of those killed was in the tens of thousands. From July of 1940 to June 1941, the possibility of bombing our home was part of the life of every citizen. And yet, a few years later, British troops took part in the campaign that finally liberated Europe from the Nazis. At the time, I was too young to enlist. The war took my brother from me, and I was refused to avenge him. However,
an eye for
I
an eye
think
makes the
history
world
has
blind.
imposed on me another duty of no less importance. A country ruined by war requires rebuilding. People are waiting for a roof over their heads, for jobs at factories, and for the end of starvation rations. So, from my family...
Was not intending to end the cutscene. Kind of being reminded of Fallout 4. Oops. Okay, I think I got it. This was actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Like, the president actually had quite a bit of content in his demo. So I guess the question is, what do I do for the rest of the stream? Like, I'd feel awkward just, like, ending it right now. I did enjoy this game. Kind of wish it would let us do more. Or in the demo. Only reason I'm not purchasing it right now is because, well, the main credit card I had to deactivate because someone was able to steal the info for it, and as a result, used it to purchase something somewhere else. And, well, I do have another credit card. The thing is, I don't remember the CVV for it, so I'm out of luck. Well, I'm going to switch to a different game since, well, I finished everything that was in that demo. I probably will get it later. Or it's just, well... Oh, never mind. There actually is more content. What do I want to spend my points on? I mean, these are all good, but what do I want? But what gets priority? It's doing fine. So my next video is going to be a bit interesting because, well, I do actually mention Rev by name in it, and like, there is something I could see him. I was considering calling it quits, but more because I thought I'd done everything with this demo, as opposed to I was waiting for you to show up. There's a segment where I could see someone taking it out of in my next video that I could see taking it out of context. It's a hypothetical, and it's only I'm pointing out that if someone was out an inconsistency with someone else. The next video is not about Rev. Like, I'm not opposed. I do want to make one on 1 point. There are a few things I do feel that he should be called out about, but it's not this video. And also, there's quite a bit of stuff. Aha. Kind of surprised that, like, there isn't a process to convert the rubble into cement. What is the rubble supposed to represent anyway? Like, I guess stone, but like, basically, it's something where I could see him, where I could see someone taking me out of context. That's all I'll say for now. Like, it's not like something super spicy. Like, I could see him, like, say, all right. If he's in, like, a good mood, I could see him saying, like, all right, you got me there. What kind of metal is this, I have to wonder. Probably all iron, but the fact that it's just categorized as metal does seem kind of odd. I mean, Hmm. World War II Rebuilder. Basically, we're rebuilding cities that were destroyed during, well, World War II. Specifically, we're playing the demo, like... You know what period of it I wish I could go back in time and experience? Kind of surprised there wasn't like an option to like convert the trap. Action to like resources like in Fallout 4. Like that's what this reminds me of the most, like the settlement building feature. But like if I could go back in time and experience something, it would probably be like Meiji Restoration Japan. Like it's just I was recently reading about it and it's actually pretty fascinating to note just how much a difference it's the period and how much how big of a change it made to Japan as a whole. Like the funny thing is that even though objectively speaking the Meiji Restoration was good for Japan, in the long run it actually led to what can easily be considered the four worst days of Japan's history as a whole. August 6th through August 9th. You can probably tell what I'm referring to based on the dates alone. Since, if you aren't aware, August 6th and August 9th were when the two atomic bombs were dropped in Japan. But the funny thing is that there was one other thing that basically that not a lot of people talk about as much that basically shattered any illusion in Japan might have still been under about being able to like win the war or at least not East get a conditional surrender. Namely, 2 days after the atomic bomb. The Soviet Union invades Manchuria. The first atomic bombing, not the second. Guess I have to finish cleaning up. Ooh, that's convenient. You know, I think I prefer it when, like, a game like lets you do like do all of a task in return for or just like having time pass. Sure, why not? Let me see if I can like get it chat in a better place. There you go. Really now? Well, can't say he'll be missed. Like I don't even think I watched any of his clips, so
This is Gimbert. Say again. My God. We'll call the fire brigade. Do anything you can to detach the carriage with the... What do you mean by civilians? The schedule says it's supposed to be a military transport. Oh, what? That's against every possible procedure. God help us.
honestly, even with just the cleanup, this is already looking like a much better place. It's all right. Okay, so this is interesting. We actually get to see what it was like before. I think I know where the car with the bomb is. I keep on forgetting. I think I know why. Like, this was before I, like, this, we used an earlier stream where, like, the chat delay. Or I hadn't set the chat delay up. I will not make the same mistake the next time I schedule a future stream. Don't worry. So how much metal will I gain out of this? Probably at least like. I'd be very surprised if I don't. If I only gain like 20 or so. Like this has to be at least like 50 or maybe even triple digits worth of metal. Honestly, it's something that I'd probably have to deal with sooner rather than later, and I'd rather have to deal with it now when I only have like one person saying I should rather than like after a long like when I have like 20 or 30 people. Trying something very different and for dinner tonight. Decided I wanted to make air fryer chicken, but I decided to marinate it a bit differently. Like normally I'd use buttermilk or pickle brine. This time I decided to use Greek yogurt thinned out with milk. Oh, that's where the bricks he was talking about were. I take it I'll have to use like wood or something to install windows. Kind of surprised glass isn't something in this game now that I think about it. I mean, it would be hard to scavenge that, but why not just like... I guess as long as... I don't see myself in like my 60s, maybe even my 50s. I do think I'll like call it quits in like my 60s or 50s, assuming that like... But I guess as long as I feel like my stuff is needed. You know, on the topic of aging, one what I've come to realize would be like the best way to like extend life. Don't let humanity like develop immortality, because the thing is, well, like, okay, like I'm not saying like it's not immortality, like that's not even addressing the elephant of is immortality even possible, which like maybe oh hey, that sounds about right. Like honestly, I kind of wish that I'd gotten into like VTubing earlier. Like I cannot but wonder how different things would have been if I'd like gotten into VTubing at like the first wave. Like I do certainly enjoy it. Like I don't, but like would I have joined Sanji, or would I have like petered out and just like all quits after being frustrated? Like one thing I will say is I was actually running a Facebook page, oddly enough. Like funny story, the main reason I switched over to VTubing was originally I had run a Facebook page, and well, I'd done on a world conquest in the game Hearts of Iron 4, and I posted my results, and for whatever reason, Facebook flagged that as hate speech. Even though it was quite clearly alternate history, and as a result, they severely cut my page's reach for a while. Like, if that hadn't happened, there's a very good chance I probably wouldn't have started VTubing. Like, get into VTubing? Sure, maybe, but... Yeah, that's annoying. I'm looking up the solution.
Is that Elon Musk?
Yeah, I had this video that was kind of critical on him tabbed up that I keep meaning to watch. I'll probably just watch it after stream. Don't feel like doing any React content today. Kind of surprised unclog the river isn't an objective would fit with the theme, and it looks like that was rough. Oh well, not, you know, natural dam. I will. Um, I guess if you're eating like a non-VTuber, probably a dose of Buckley. I'm out of wood. There are a few planks around here. I might as well use those up first before I go back to the stash. Why can't I collect that one? Oh well. I get the feeling that that ring isn't letting me know that I can use the detect feature again, but honestly, I kind of wish they used a different sound because it makes it seem like someone else is pressing. It's going all right. Just need to get metal. Might as well grab rubber. Grab rubble, not rubber while I'm at it. Before I do that, let's see if I can spruce up that canopy a bit. Okay, decorate the area is what I need. What could I use? Okay. I wish there was that like games that offered this had like a 90-degree snap feature by default. So used to like the American Post. That looks like a good place to put one, don't you think? Running a bit dangerously close to the ground for flag codes. Then again, I'm assuming that, like, things in the UK are roughly the same as they are in the US when it comes to, like, flags. Gaming, let's see here. I've been into reading books a lot. Star Wars Expanded Universe. Have been meaning to get back into watching anime. At this point, I decided I might as well just wait until after I move to my new place. I know about Star Wars Visions, if that was what you were going to suggest. Like, I do want to watch that one. I also want to watch that as well. Like, I think I actually made a post like a few weeks ago talking about what Star Wars. Much better now. Nothing else for me to do now. You know what? I'll collect all the stuff and up and also see what else I can clean and then. Still can't collect this one. I feel like there's a collectible staring me right in the face. Oh. I actually predicted that at back when I was using Facebook. Like I said, I wanted it Trump to like launch his own line of NFTs just because as his fans would bankrupt themselves on it. I was just kidding, of course. I didn't think he would actually do that. Like again, not surprised. Like I remember, there's quite a few times I've seen like coins of JFK and Reagan. If you're talking about legal tender, on the other hand, I have not seen those. What more could it want? Not really. I'm surprised they can't repaint the signs. Like, that's the one thing I would have expected them to add. That raises the obvious question. Why'd they include them if I can't do that? In case you're curious what I was doing, well, there was a Germany prologue. I thought, like, I could, like, select it and would like, add, like, go over to that mode, but alas. Well, nothing else for me to do in this game. So I'm going to call it a stream here. I will fix the chat delay for tomorrow's stream, but anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andrew Rebel, and I'll see you on my next assignment. Later.